calling you a radical. So, remember when Rick Perry said he was going to make nuclear energy sexy again? Jennifer Granholm said she was going to make it sexy again. And I used to always say, if you have a porn addiction, I want you to just think of those two together. Porn addiction cured. Now the New York Times, yay. This model, this is 2 days in a row, the propaganda machine, the New York Times. She's going to make nuclear hot. Well, I got news. Nuclear is already fucking hot. Nuclear meltdowns are hot, hot, hot. So fucking hot that it boils the fucking ocean. Kills everything in fucking sight. And, oh, make it sexy. Like when I got down to 119 pounds in 2011, fall 2011. Sucked up, no pigment in my eyes, blisters on my tongue. That's skinny. That fucking hot. Central line hanging out of my jugular vein. Fucking no hair on my fucking body. I mean, that hot. It's pitiful, these fuckers. The New York Times is truly got to be the greatest rag in history. Yeah, that's a fire right there in the foothills above North Ogden. So, they're going to make it hot. So, thank you to Boober, who stayed with me pretty well this whole fight. Very few people can stay in this fight this long. He made this shirt. It's a great shirt. He's supported my work. And I really appreciate it. Not many people can hang. You know. I hope James is doing better. He had some medical issues. Lucid. Of course, Lewis up there in No Cow, but not many can hang. You know, so this is how desperate they are. I mean, their whole renaissance, and they think the money, you know, so, oh, here's some more money. So back to New York as Status King Cuomo, bank bailout on chemo. Remember when I used to walk around all over New York City? And I had that big banner and I'd megaphone and I'd yell, Status King Cuomo, bank bailout on chemo. The whole nuclear pork renaissance, that's all it is. It's pork renaissance. Started in New York, 2016. Between 2011 and 2016, we had them buried. Senate Alfred 2 down, Dwayne Arnold down, fucking Pilgrim fucking 3 reactors down, Yankee fucking down, Oyster Creek multiple reactors, well, all of them in fucking Jersey fucking down. Palisades, a couple reactors down. 3 Mile Island fucking down. And Indian Point in New York down. We had them on the ropes. I remember being up there at Indian Point. I mean, I hadn't been in the car 30 seconds and they got guns drawn on me. So, Status King Cuomo, who should be in a prison cell, was the governor. Now, this ties into the new governor. The new governor's in on this corruption here. She should be in jail, too, in New York. Now, remember, in the 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11s, there was a big referendum going around New York City. I participated. And people would come door to door, knock on and say, hey, are you willing to pay a little bit extra on your power bill to get your power from wind and solar? Giants, everybody says, oh, yeah, hell yeah. So what did nuclear could do? They rolled in and stole it. So all these reactors shutting down, including in Arizona, Palo Verde, who pumps out of the aquifer your recycled fucking water to cool. It was going to shut. They were all going to shut down. So Exelon up there in upstate New York, who owns 9 Mile Point, 3 times worse than 3 Mile. Gianni and Fitzpatrick, just like Indian Point, we're done. It's over. We're done. We're shutting them down. So they come out, the company that owns them. Well, who rolls in? The Chicago Barack Obama cult. Rahm Emanuel, David Axelrod, right out of the nuclear energy cult. Status King Cuomo, fuck you. This is being outed. They roll in and buy up the reactors for pennies on the dollar. By the company. Status King Cuomo, the governor then at the time, who should be in prison, he's got the nerve to be running again for mayor. He belongs in prison. This is so dirty. I'm going crazy. $7.6 billion. Nearly $8 billion ended up being dollars. He just handed to the Exelon for those $8 billion in one state. We're not knocking federal. One state. Just here Here, the cult. They bought it fraudulently. The whole thing was so fraudulent. So I'm going all over New York City. Got my banner. I'm everywhere. I'm at Idaho National Lab in Idaho. I'm fucking up there in Wyoming with the banner. I got that banner everywhere. Right here. Fucking hundreds of times. Status Queen Cuomo. No bank bailout on chemo. I'm fighting. Well, the money passes hands. So now it's being outed that Nano, that crooked company, they're fucking just as dirty and crooked as NUScale. Fucking no product, no revenue, just government thieving pork. He formed, while he was doing this, giving them the bailout. Now think about the corruption of this. He formed a company, a consulting company. That's, you know, that's the cash, that's the secret word for a slush fund. So he forms his slush fund as a consulting company for nano nuclear energy. The exact same time. And he didn't disclose, which in New York state law, the Attorney General needs to go after his ass. And federally, you have to disclose. He had literally tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of stock options into the consulting firm. He didn't disclose it. That's enough to put you under the prison for the rest of his life. Well, this new governor, she comes out and says, yeah, I'm going to cite the referendum to pull the fucking the moratorium on nuclear energy reactors, and I'm going to sponsor a bill fucking without legislative approval for nuclear energy. Same scam. I mean, we all know. The city that fucking never asleep, oh, they're asleep when it comes to nuclear. Fuck, come on. New York City's so corrupt, it's unbelievable. Go ask the fucking garbage fucking people. Go ask the fucking New York City Police Department. I remember getting off the plane coming from Italy, and I got a layover. That's the same flight I flew with Donovan Mitchell, when I first met Donovan Mitchell in 2017, the summer of, I think it was August, September. And I come through, and I got my San Onofre shirt on. New York City cop, and he says, God, we got to geek that San Onofre up. We got to save that. And I says, what do you know about nuclear energy? Well, I don't know anything, but I know when there were good jobs. I says, they shut down. They're done. Well, that's too bad. I says, why is it too bad? Them good union jobs. What the fuck are you talking? I mean, it's just the cult. We know how corrupt the New York City Police Department is. I mean, Eric Adams, oh, fuck, that dude's so dirty. But Cuomo's worse. Status King Cuomo, and this new governor's just as filthy and dirty. Whoa, I'll come to Utah. Fucking Governor Cox. There she is. She feeds him. She's an old professor here. I know her good. So, anyway. Here they come. It's funny. She's nice. So, New York Times, that's how I'll tag this. This model's going to make nuclear hot. Well, I got news. Nuclear's already hot. So hot that it boiled the Pacific Ocean, these meltdowns, killed all the fucking plankton, killed all the fucking salmon, the starfish. Oh, just wasting it. All coincidence, bro. Where the biologist come out and says, nah, something crazy heated up the fucking ocean, and it's the greatest die-off in history. Agreeing with everything, Kevin. It's amazing to me how I get no fucking respect. Fuck, I feel like Rodney Dangerfield on Balco on chemo. So thanks for the shirt, Dell. We got to jazz up the back of it. I'll add something to it. And I got a package I'll be sending you tomorrow or the next day. So, really appreciate the support. You know, it's hard to hang with Kevin Blanch. It's a long, hard fight, man. So, Status King Cuomo belongs in a prison cell. What he did, and remember, we were shutting them all down, and it was the bailout in New York that started this state by state. They thought, fuck, that was easy. So then they started going to other. Remember what happened in Ohio? That's the only place a government, an FBI fucking office stood up to him. They stood up to him. Larry Householder, the lead state legislator in New York City, doing 25 years in a fucking penitentiary in Arizona, Palo Verde. The other two, Sam and the regulator that worked for the state, he blew his head off before he went to prison. But The thing that always bothered me the most about this, especially in Ohio, how come they go after the bribees, never the bribers? It takes two to tango, Bobby. They never went after the fucking bribers because the nuclear frenzy called the untouchables. We'll see if they go after Cuomo. This is right in your fucking face. Dirty as fuck. Well, the new governor's dirty. Fucking the whole nuclear fucking cult fucking. Anytime the word nuclear comes up, you can bet your ass. Scam likely. Oh, it's dirty. So thanks for the shirt. So I got my hat, coach. Pacific Ocean dies, stock market. And they think their money's going to save them. There's no nuclear energy renaissance. It's poor. House to house, they bribe these, including here in Utah. By the way, this logo on my sign on my back was on the front page of the Salt Lake Tribune last month. Of course, God forbid you mention Kevin Blanch's name. God forbid. Too hot to handle. Look, what a feather in my cap. So, thanks for the shirt, but Cuomo belongs in a prison cell. So does the new governor. Fucking dirty for anything to do with nuclear. Gonna make it hot. This model's gonna make nuclear. I got nuclear is already hot. Albert Einstein, hell of a way to boil water. Kevin Blanch, March 2011, hell of a way to boil a planet. Because nuclear meltdowns, oh, they're hot, 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 hot. Millions, bringing star power to Earth. She's gonna make it hot. What a fool. Hope none of you get cancer, you fucking losers. Fucking New York Times got to be the greatest rag in human history. So, no, I'm saying that weapons of mass when they pull well. Fuck, how does anybody? I'll go back. I got to tell this story. Because I'm such a big fan of Norman Finkelstein. I saw him out of Coney Island one day, walking. We visited real briefly, but love him. One of my favorite people ever. The real professor. He always tells a story about Noam. I know Noam Chomsky personally. You know, I sat with him for a couple of days. Me and him had a lot of good conversations at the New York Medical Academy in 2015. That was a dog and pony show, by the way. Bob Alvarez was there too. He's recently passed away, but so was Dr. Perry. You know, I was with all of them, but I'm too hot to handle. Norm Finkelstein always tells this great story. He says Professor Chomsky was having problems with his grinding his teeth. His teeth were getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they couldn't figure it out. He'd go to the doctor. Finally, they put a night monitor. He says, well, you got to be grinding your teeth at night. Put a night monitor on. He wasn't grinding his teeth at night. He wasn't. Couldn't figure it out. And then Noam figured it out himself. He says, it finally hit me. In the morning, every time I read the New York Times, I grit my teeth so hard. That's what it was. That has got to be the worst rag in human history. I mean, that look makes Maxwell's tabloids, her dad Roberts. By the way, when Marjorie Taylor Greene has to be the fucking voice of reason, she's right about all this. God, go figure, right? The Middle East of Eden cult is so out of control. One day, all you actors are going to wake up and realize, fuck, Blanche had this figured out years ago. The Million Mass March. Before that, Occupy, fucking. I mean, fuck, I've been at this for so fucking long. The top of their heap is nuclearism. Price Anderson, the Immunity Act for 20 more fucking years. Fuck, the Emancipation is just free fucking money because they think all their fucking money goes. Well, I was in that #1 bone marrow transplant center, maybe in the country. I was in it. I watched these rich muck-mucks come in. They don't do well with cancer. Go ask Steve Jobs. They don't do well with fucking cancer. All your money can another fucking minute, right? So she's gonna make it hot. Okay. Hot like when you're sucked up to 119 pounds. You ever see anybody with fucking under heavy chemo? You ever seen? Oh, they're hot, aren't they? It's disgusting. Don't drop your dry cast container. Those countries got their priorities all fucked up. Cuomo for prison. Cuomo for prison. Cuomo for prison. Fucking. The nuclear energy bailout renaissance. Because it's hot. Okay. You fucking right, it's hot. Nuclear, it's hot. Hell of a way to boil a planet. Stay in tune.